For more on the elections, we are joined now by Shannon ONeil, a specialist on Latin America with the Council on Foreign Relations here in New York. Shannon, good to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
So the question becomes, did Hugo Chávezs become strengthened or was he weakened as a result of the weekend elections?
I would say these elections actually are a draw between Hugo Chávezs and the opposition. Hugo Chávezs won 17 of the 22 states, so he really maintains a strong base, but the opposition against quite considerable odds, given that they were harassed a bit and also many of them are disqualified because charges of corruption were brought against them. They still managed to win 5 states and the city of Caracas, the capital. So they really had some big gains as well.
And this comes at a time when we anticipate, well, we know the Russian fleet is showing up there. There are going to be naval exercises, joint military exercises between Venezuela and Russia. And the Russian president is coming to pay a visit. So a significant time here.
It is. You know, it's important. I think that this relationship between Russia 2-3 months ago, when they first decided to enter this agreement and to have the Russian president visit, they thought it was going to be much deeper than it was on a geostrategic level. Now, with both countries, Russia and Venezuela, suffering from low oil prices, they'll probably scale back where they go forward. But it is important that the Russian president is visiting.
And is this Chávezs just trying to stir the pot a bit down there?
It's some of Chávezs trying to stir the pot. It's also trying to bolster his credibility on an international stage. And he really needs this. As oil prices are falling, he's less able to buy support abroad by funding projects or giving free or cheap oil. So he needs to be seen as a diplomat around the world to sort of get to his international standing that he really enjoys.
I know we haven't heard much about it, but President-elect Obama is now getting ready to take over. Do we know what his approach will be, perhaps, towards Venezuela, towards Latin America?
You know, he will look to re-engage Latin America in general, and I think talk to almost all the leaders in the region. And he's said that about Hugo Chávezs, about Raul Castro, that there is room there for some sort of negotiation, for some sort of engagement that we haven't seen in the past. But that said, it isn't going to be just an open free-for-all in terms of presidents talking with presidents. There still will be a hard line in some sense from the United States towards these leaders.
Shannon ONeil from the Council on Foreign Relations, thank you for talking with us today.
My pleasure.